guys, welcome to today's episode of Travel Canada. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the most common reasons why people get denied visa into Canada. So number one, even as an international student, the reason why most of them get denied visa, firstly, is because of the proof of funds. Proof of fund is a very big deal, guys, because the Canadian government doesn't want you to come here and depend on them, or come here and not be able to support yourself and start and drop out of school for any reason. So they want to see that you have money, that you are able to pay your fee and support yourself, your bills, your house rent and everything. So how much first do you need? I would say for me, what happened for me, between 24 and 30,000 Canadian dollars is what you should have. The higher, the better. The more money you have in your bank account, the more money you have as a proof of funds, the better for you in your account. So if you have that amount, or if you don't have that amount, excuse me. So number one way, how can I have that amount? If you have a family member, that has like a lot of money in their account, they can use them. For instance, me, when I was coming to Canada, I didn't have any money. My brother used his bank account, his properties as a proof of fund for me. Like we applied and he proved that he wrote a letter to immigration explaining that he's my brother, he's going to stand for me, he's going to be the one to pay my fees and support me throughout my education. And he showed the amount of money he had in his account. So if you have a relative, I know some people will say, oh, my friend, I have a friend or somebody, you must show the fact that you're related to this person. It must be a relative. So if you have a relative that can prove you can stand, be as a proof of fund, can use their account and prove that they can help you throughout your education, and write a letter, explanation letter, send immigration, I'm so related to this person, and I'm sending my account, and I will stand as a shorty. I will be the one to sponsor them throughout their education and their stay. I will cover everything as they stay in Canada. That person can stand and you will receive the visa. Like me, as I said, that's what my brother did, and I received the visa. Another way that you can also make that money, if you get that money into your account, in let's say your country, you have that money, or if you have that amount of money in your account, please show the immigration officer how the money comes in and how it goes out. Right? Or where the source. Write a letter of explanation. I'm saying this because a letter of explanation is very important. Write a letter of explanation telling them where this money is coming from. Oh, I have so and so business that is bringing in this amount, or I have a house that I'm taking this house rent from. Explain to them. Don't just make a bank statement, or just go and get one church and bill lawyer out there to make a bank statement, not knowing. Just take money and put and make a statement. But obviously, immigration officers are not fools. Especially when the truth is, especially when it comes from Africa, they open their eyes so much to look at how and where this money is coming from and everything. Please, it's very, very important. Make sure if it's legit, make sure they do it well. Make sure whoever is doing that bank statement does it well, and you explain where the money is coming from. I know some people charge a lot to make bank statements, especially in my country. They charge a lot and they do rubbish bank statements that you can't even, somebody looking at it. I'm speaking from a place of grief, because I'll share with you a story about somebody that applied for a study permit and everything had gone through. But because of this bank statement from a lawyer let's get there slowly. So you can, when you explain everything that is in that bank statement. And another thing too, how you can also get the proof of fund. Another way is that you can also, if you have the money, right? If you have the money, universities, as I said in my last videos, universities here will ask you to pay 2,500 as a deposit. If they ask you for 2,500, if you have 15,000, if you have 20,000, send it. Instead of 2,500, send a 15 or 20,000, or even the 24,000. Send a 15 or 20,000 dollars to the school instead of 2,500. Pay for things. Just tell them, oh, I just want to give this money towards my fee. They are going to give you a statement showing that you have paid that amount of money already in your school. And if the immigration office sees that the school is giving that, oh, so and so person has $15,000 with us already, it gives you a higher chances than somebody who is trying to take bank statement from here, from there. They already have this particular amount. You have 10, 15,000 already with the school. Let's say the school gives you admission, right? Let's say you did not watch my last video. The school gives you admission. They will ask you to give a deposit, a deposit of $2,500. Instead of giving the deposit of $2,500, if you can give a $15,000, or you can give a $12,000, you can give a $20,000, give it. And the school is going to send you a letter. Ask them for a letter saying that you have that amount with them. You include it with your document when you're going to apply for your visa. Include it and send it to the immigration officer. When they look at it, they see that you already have this amount of money. This money will cover your school for a year and above. They will give you that visa. That's something that most people don't know. Please, if you have the money, you can do that. It's the easiest way to prove funds. And then back home, you can do like a 2,000 Canadian dollars, a 4,000 Canadian dollars, a 5,000 Canadian dollars bank statement while you have that 15,000 with them. That is a very good way to prove your funds. So yeah, so that's the ways that you can prove funds. Remember, always explain where that money came from if it is in your bank account. I'm going to share with you, like I had a friend and we applied for a visa for her, and we applied for studies. The school gave her admission. She paid her $2,500 and the school sent her an admission letter back home. We compiled all the documents and she took a bank statement from one lawyer. I don't know whose name was on the bank statement, but the lawyer they paid a lot of money, and the lawyer gave them that bank statement. She took this bank statement, compiled with all her documents, and sent them to DACRA, right? Sent them to the immigration office. And when they went through her file, the immigration officer, I know the person was very nice, because instead of saying that, oh, we deny you because of a fraudulent bank statement, the immigration officer asked them to prove that bank statement. He says, prove this statement. We don't understand what is here. Like, we don't understand where this money is coming from. Can you explain? That's why I say letter of explanation is very important. Can you explain the source of this money? Something happened. She did not see the email from the immigration office till it was like almost due. It was almost due, the due date that they asked her to. They gave her a limited time to explain where the money came from. She did not see it because of a country wahala, like country challenges that they have in my country back home because of lack of internet. So finally she saw it was like 5 days. We wrote to the immigration office asking for more time. They gave more time. They gave about 15 days more just for her to prove that money in her account, to write an explanation letter explaining where that money is coming from. She went back to the lawyer. Instead for the lawyer to explain where that money is coming from, this lawyer made another bank statement without showing her, sent it directly to DACRA, to the email address, because you just needed to send it through the email address, that the CIC email address that they sent you the message. She just had to forward it there. This lawyer emailed another bank account different from the one that he had previously given to her, but she did not even know that he emailed another bank account. So when the immigration office saw that, they were so grieved. They had to suspend her from coming into Canada for 5 good years. So sad. They suspended her for 5 good years because of a lawyer's mistake. So what I'm saying is, be careful. Your destiny somebody can just try to ruin you for nothing, and you pay them to ruin you. Be careful who makes your bank statement, and try to see it before they send it. Try to do legit, if possible. Try as much as possible to do the legit bank statement. I have shared with you the reasons why, the ways that you can get a legitimate bank statement. If you have the money, please try. And another reason why people get denied visa is because of a tie to home country. How can I get a tie to my home country? Now, one thing you have to know is Canadian government doesn't want They want you to stay when you actually get in. When you're done with your school, they want you to stay. But when you're coming, they don't want to give you that impression that they want you to stay when you're done with your school. They want you to study and go back. So when you're applying, they want you to show that you will come back. One, if you have a family, if you have like a wife, a son, if you have family, that's one way that you can prove. You can use your family, which is not the only way though. You need to prove like your family. You need to prove properties. You can also make like a property, or like if you don't have a property, your parents can write a giftee certificate to you, like write a giftee certificate which states that, oh, I am offering this land or this property to this person as his, right? Which you can also use that one for your proof of funds too. But it's like you have a property. If you have a property in your name, you have a house, you have a family, you have kids back home, it's a very good way to prove that you have ties to your home country. And another very big spiel that I'm going to give you is, if you belong to any NGO, right? If you belong to non-governmental organization, right? And you have a position there, especially a registered NGO, volunteer there and let them give you a letter, and you say, oh, I'm so committed in this NGO and I am going to Canada to improve my education, to come and help. Get it emotional, guys. Like, please, explanation, as I said, explanation letter is very important. Explain everything. Explain everything on your immigration paper. If you want more information about how to get a proof of funds and ties to your home country, keep me a comment on the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, can you please click the red subscribe button and turn on your notification bell, because I'm going to be spilling a lot of tea about traveling to Canada. I believe in Canada. I love this nation, and I just want everybody to live the Canadian dream as I'm living it. I love Canada, and I want you to also come and experience the life, the Canadian life. You know what I mean? And you know, it's easy. Canada is a very easy country to get your permanent resident and your citizenship. It's a very good country for everyone who loves to come to this part of the world and settle. So yeah, if this video has been a blessing to you, if it has inspired you or you found it helpful, give me a thumb up. It helps for others to see it. When you give us a thumb up, share with your friends and make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in my next video.